All right, what's up, Dragon Brood? Today we're going to be taking a look at, well, one of everybody's least favorite decks in Selesnya Enchantments. However, hold on a second, because this is not what you think it is. We get to play with 3 blind mice and a bunch of other crazy cards in here. And I got to give credit here. This comes from a user by the name of, I believe it was 27 True Runes is the name I saw attached to it. So I don't know who you are, wherever you are, but hey, thanks for putting this wild pile together. Anyway, let's take a look at what we got. We're going to start with 4 Royal Treatment. Mostly because we do have a few creatures we need to protect, and this is actually going to be pretty big. Also important that it both makes a token and an enchantment, and you'll see what we're talking about here in a second. We're going to play a lot of removal because we need to be able to get to our, I guess we'll call it, combo-y pieces. So we have some Get Lost, some Not On My Watch to destroy attacking creatures, and then we're playing Caretaker's Talent. Again, talking about that other card a second ago where we actually get to produce a token. We're going to have a few things to make tokens and get to do some fun stuff here. Makeshift Binding, pretty cool here, and actually serves a dual function. First, obviously being able to exile something, but even more importantly, giving us a way to gain life, because as we can copy it, we can start getting our life total going back in the right direction. Temporary Lockdown. Yes, we are making some tokens, but that's okay. We're fine with that. This is another way just to deal with those early aggro things, and we'll see how much it matters. But if you'll notice, a lot of our stuff is going to be 3 mana that we really care about, so it doesn't get hit by lockdown. Tokens, some tokens do, but we'll worry about that when we get there. 3 blind mice. So, first level, makes a mouse, or first chapter. Second 2 chapters, get to copy target token we control. Well, we can make a couple of different types of tokens, so then we get options to copy things. However, if we can copy the 3 blind mice, then we just copy it, and it makes token, then it copies itself, and then eventually we have like 10 3 blind mice. You kind of see where that's going. And then eventually we just make a big attack with all of our mice that we built up. Calix, Guided by Fate, super cool card. Because we have a bunch of stuff that's going to be enchantments, if this connects or anything else that we have that's enchanted, which could be enchanted with either the thing we put on from Royal Treatment, or it could be one of those that we copied and put on something else. And Royal Treatment can be used as an instant, so if they let a token through, we could ping them for 2 and then actually start all of our shenanigans. Buried in the Garden, just a way to get some mana, but another way to exile things, kind of gives us a catch-all removal. And then Yenna, Red Tooth Regent. So this can kind of kickstart our stuff. Now, we can't make infinite copies of things with Yenna, but if we make a copy of thing we already don't own more than one of, then we can just keep doing that, and we get to scry 2, and that's actually pretty sweet. So yeah, crazy pile of stuff going in here. Nothing crazy going on with the lands except for a Fountain Port and a Merrick's, again, because they make tokens. And those are things that I added that weren't in the original list, but they kind of make sense here, and I'm okay with that. But yeah, this should be a fun ride. As always, watch as much of the video as you can because it helps us out. Don't forget to like and subscribe, by the way. A bunch of y'all are actually watching the videos and aren't subscribed. So hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell to let you know that we got a bunch of sweet stuff coming. And we're going to have a bunch of videos coming that are telling you about cards you should craft, not craft, things that are getting better as Dustborn comes out that are old cards, like a bunch of stuff. So you don't want to miss all that. At the end, Decklist will be available in the description. It'll take you over to Moxfield, a channel sponsor, where you can download this and play it for yourself. So let's go hop in and see if Calix can guide us to wins. Okay, I have no idea if this is good enough, but it kind of has to be, because we can't throw this back. I mean, we could, but it'd just be foolish. We can pay a Portico tapped on 1. We have a Razor Verge Thicket with a Get Lost. Alright, well, we'll see how much we're playing against here. I think we need more land, so I'm willing to just ditch that. Now, the good news is, you know, temporary lockdown, like all that stuff, could be pretty good, all things considered. Alright, Bandit's Talent. We can get rid of all that later. Yeah, I'll get rid of Buried in the Garden. Mostly on the idea that, like, if lockdown works, then we don't really have to worry about the other stuff anyway. They could also just play, like, Liliana next turn, which would be somewhat annoying. But even then, I think we just kill Liliana and then get rid of everything else with temporary lockdown. So, like, that's fine. Like, we get rid of the 3 mana thing they play here. Oh, it's just that guy. Well, that's a lot less of a problem. So is that. So this is going to turn out pretty good, all things considered. And we end up with 2 poison, and they have 2 cards left? Yeah, we're good with that. Like, not at all how I thought this was going to progress, but we'll take it, for sure. That's basically no harm done so far. Alright. Oh, I wish I would have held on to that royal treatment now. Wasn't sure how much time we were going to have, though, at that point. Not on my watch. We don't really need... I'm going to go ahead and play this just in anticipation of getting something. Like if we draw three blind mice or whatever. Like the rest of the hand, we're just kind of going to sit tight and cruise. They're obviously holding removal spells of some type. Okay, there we go. Now we could do this. And if they just have 2 removal spells, so be it. Hopefully they're both cut downs, because they'll probably try to cut down this with the first one. Oh, it's that? Gosh dang it. Okay, fair enough. You got it, opponent. Didn't even have good removal that we like dealing with, but that's okay. We'll pass the turn. I feel like we're still mostly safe here and don't have to be in a hurry. We know the last card's either a removal spell or a land at this point, so whatever. Like, neither of us is playing a quick game here. Bandit's Talent, you got it. Sure, I'll get rid of one of these, why not? Then they'll level up. So I'm guessing they had a bunch of land there at the end and then just drew the Bandit's Talent. Or they would have played it sooner. I'm going to do this. Oh, wait, that has to get rid of a creature? Boo! Alright, well, I guess I got to get rid of Bandit's Talent. Beginning to draw, step, draw. Yeah, I got to get rid of that then. I was thinking it was permanent. It's actually a creature. But makes sense just the same. Wasted card, though, other than just getting the 2 life. Oh my gosh, come on, deck. We have things. Let's draw things. At this point, I might need to just start holding lands in hand if they're going to be doing any discard shenanigans. Alright. Tiny Bones. You got it, friend. Shielded. I can respect it. Good news is we also know what they're going to draw. So our plan is going to be kill Tiny Bones with this, get rid of Shieldred with that. Hey, there we go. Some things to get us a token. Now we can start functioning. Yeah, not even mad at that, actually. Would I want to do this to save that? That's the real question. I don't think I do, honestly. We can just make another one. That's just kind of silly at that point. Sure. I'm just going to end the turn. Alright, let's kill this guy. Like, we literally know what the opponent's doing here, so we don't have to be in any kind of hurry. Yep, we'll take 2. Okay, well, at least we know what's there now. Oh, they actually got rid of it. Nice. Oh, I guess because we can make a token. That makes sense. They would never be able to kill what they wanted to. And then, go ahead. We'll use one of those newly acquired life that we got. Sure. Pass the turn. I would love to start copying things soon. Oh, we don't want them to have that. Like, I will use this now. Like, not the way I was expecting that to go down, but we'll take it. Let's go ahead and use this. Yeah, I should have just done this anyway. Let's just level this up. And then play the Portigo. Sure, why not? We're going to draw it anyway here. Oh yeah, we're rocking and rolling now. All that discard stuff didn't even matter, did it? Excellent. Let's go attacking. In the turn. Put a stop during my upkeep, just in case they have a sweeper. We can make another 1/1 token, then copy it, but we didn't have to. Well, two things. Other than, like, our Calix not getting to do Calix shenanigans, because they had an actual Shieldred's Edict, so that sucked. But having the Fountain Port really did make a difference here, because if we didn't have Fountain Port, it took us all the way to getting to the 3 blind mice to have a token. So that actually was pretty good for us. Let's keep it. That's a fun username, Kin Shamrock Shake. I don't even know what that means. It's like Kin Shamrock's protein shake? I'm sure he had a few of those in his time. He was a fighter. At one point, I think he was like the most dangerous man in the world or whatever. I think since we know we're going to temporary lockdown, maybe we get rid of this. It's like if the opponent goes buck wild and plays... I don't even know. Like, we can just sustain that much damage, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? Oh, they didn't have it. I was thinking if they had, like, Corpses of the Lost or something. Yeah, we're just going to take it. And then just go ham to get everything? That was nice. Sure. This is kind of interesting, right? Because we're at 14. We could just take this and not care. Yeah, I think that's what we do. And then that unlocks enough mana for next turn for other stuff. Like, we can just take 2 here, then we just get rid of that later. Oh, I guess not. I mean, we can get rid of the tokens, whatever. Like, we have options. Alright. And we do that. And then we kill the token. The token's not a permanent, so that won't go back to their hand. That, however, is a different problem. Alright, well, we gotta find something, huh? This is where we're just gonna put it on the opponent. Like, can they kill a Calix? I have to put this on Calix just in case they draw like a cut down. Conscript can't block here. Fantastic. Oh, absolutely excellent. We will attack. Then we'll copy this. So that way we can get rid of this. And then we will also grow one of these. Sure, you got it. Oh, well, we just drew it the hard way, so that didn't matter. Let's copy this, I guess. I mean, why not? Put the counter here. Then we'll attack. Go ahead and go for some more 3 blind mice action. And then end the turn. Then eventually I'm just going to get rid of the Corpse of the Lost by copying the Buried in the Garden. Yep, that's not going to matter. Got a mulligan this one. We'll keep this, and we will get rid of 1 Caretaker's Talent, I guess. I mean, these others feel like they might actually do something. There's a real chance if we can get a second white land untapped, we could do something with lockdown here. But we'll see. At 18 already. Alright, that at least gives us the option that we could play this and get white mana next turn. Are you playing mono black, or are you looking for red mana for the rest of your lizards? What's going on? Oh, it's a Darkstar Augur. Well, I can't kill that with that, so... I feel like they have thwarted our plan somewhat. So, I'm just going to do this. And just say, no cards for you. And get some of that life back. Yep. And there's a Shieldred, sure. Kind of dictates our turn for us here. Because there's no point in us taking damage. Okay, maybe that does something. I will leave that on top for a moment. Another Shieldred? That would be a little unfortunate. That actually, however, is pretty good for us, considering we're still holding a temporary lockdown. Alright, I took my 3 damage. I'm going to take another, at least 1, probably 2, because at least one of the top 2 will be a non-land. Alright, the first one was not, so odds are the second one probably will be. Yep. Early winter. Exile target creature, target opponent, exiles an enchantment. Yep, that's a thing. So that's tough knowing that's on top, huh? I think we still got to do it because we'll get rid of the token. But I'm like, do we care to just give him a Darkstar Augur back? This is actually a real question. Alright. I guess we'll figure it out whenever they do whatever it is they're going to do. Actually, I don't know. Maybe, you know what I'm thinking? Maybe I do give them the 1/1s back here. They've already played their land. Yeah, I think that's... Yeah, it's better than giving them the extra cards. Oh, well. Sometimes the deck says, nah, I got you, fam. We'll be fine. It's like, don't worry. I got your back, man. Okay, Calix, you're cute, but we're going to go here for a second. Pass the turn. We need not to have a Shieldred show up right now. Okay, Tiny Bones, fine. A little bit annoying. We could deal with that. Alright, I'm going to assume they have removal of some kind. We don't have anything to get back from our yard, so that's okay. So I think I want a talent. Then 3 blind mice. The last card's probably removal, but at least we get 2 cards here. Oh, was it not a removal spell? Maybe it's sorcery speed? Like, how was that not a removal spell? I mean, if not, next turn we're going to try to do some things, let me tell you. Okay, so they kill that. Fair enough. We're going to put a stop during our upkeep then. We're going to make a Mirrex token. So it definitely changes our turn. Opponent chose not to attack. We can also protect a token if need be. Interesting, though. They were playing Fel. Starting to see that a little bit more. Alright, now we draw. Sweet. I will go to our main phase. Copy that. Okay, so they didn't have anything. That is good to know. So, what can we get away with here? I think we leave this. I don't even think we need to. Let's just... Copy a token? I'm going to do this now, just in case they have, like, we attack, they block, and then they can make us sacrifice a token. Something silly like that. I doubt they do, because they would have done it anyway. Oh, I can't even attack with it yet. I made it this turn. What am I talking about? Then all of that didn't matter. Yeah, that can die. Pass the turn. Nope, we can't block Tiny Bones. Feels like they have something, but we don't know what something is. Why do I not know what that is? Maybe it's just a board sweeper? Maybe that's the thing? So, we have 2 Calixes here. So I think I'm willing to play a Calix, pump one of these so I can copy a 3 blind mice. I think I'm going to try it. Because I have another 3 blind mice in hand. It's a little quirky, but sure, let's do it. And this might be super greedy. I mean, I'm acknowledging this right now. This could be max greed. But it was not. Ho, ho, ho. Sometimes you go for max greed and don't get punished. Alright, so I need to play another 3 blind mice now. Because the other one's going to go away. I guess I didn't need to do it now. I could have done it next turn, I suppose. It's fine. Sure. Alright. I mean, we're kind of all set up anyway, even if a board sweeper happens here. Yep. Now we're going to be kind of off to the races here. Copy one of these. Getting all kinds of cards. We get to kill a thing. Get to attack. And then, well, oh, I guess I could have just killed them. I wasn't even doing the math. I was so busy getting excited, we're going to copy some 3 blind mice. Yeah, we can just do whatever here. Like, even if a board sweeper happens, we can make like 4 dudes next turn. Alright, let's try it. Why? What's with all the black decks we've been running into the last couple days? Alright, what do we got going on here? Yep, 19. Oh, looks like it's more than 19. Nope, they changed their mind. Oh, that dude. Well, I guess I'm going to be really, really glad that I have temporary lockdowns, huh? Question is, how much should I be taking here? Like, do I want to just take 1 hit from that? I think it depends on what other rats they play here. Okay, yeah, then we're just going to, I guess, take 6. Like, there's really no reason not to. Because all we would do was send it to the yard, and then they'd just be getting it back. We do have a few ways. Oh, what are they going to do to this guy? Why are they highlighting it? Oh, no. Okay. Well, that was a weird sequence. I do not feel good about that. But we're going to do this anyway, see what happens. Okay. Could they maybe have sacked something to draw a card? Oh, they're making an 0-1 rat. That's what it was. Oh, okay, I see. They were debating where they should make rats and get more damage in because their things are bigger for the number of rats. That makes sense. I feel you. Okay. Well, this is going to be a pretty good situation now. Now the heat is off. Go ahead and get the others. Yep, that'll do. Alright, let's keep it. Cool, we'll leave a land. I was literally thinking almost any type of land on top, I'm probably keeping it. Do. Bandit's Talent, sure. Not in the mood to mess with that. Though I could have got rid of that with the lockdown. What am I doing? That's lazy. Yeah, that was just a stupid lazy play. Like discarding cards and using the lockdown there. Saving that for something bigger like a Shieldred or something would have been way smarter. I mean, this isn't punishing us terribly, but it was a waste of a card. Alright, Deep Cavern Bat. You get one of these. I would say take Temporary Lockdown, because the Lockdown can't hit the next big thing you play. Yep, and you force me to use the Binding here. Unless you have another bat. Oh, it's a Bronco. Let's see what's on top. Nothing we want. I was going to say, 'cause there is a world where we might not want to get the bat. Oh, actually, I wasn't even thinking. We had an untapped land. We could have got everything from the opponent here. Because I could have taken this, and then I would have had an untapped land, and then I could have just got everything. Oh, what a waste. They're going to get a bonus card here that they don't deserve. I made 2 mistakes already this game. Yep, and there's an Aclazotz, which could have been another situation where I could have used something else. They didn't even get punished for that. Can I find an exile spell for the Aclazotz? Probably not. But don't really have a choice here. I'll just play it. They get to draw a card, but not a lot we can do. I mean, it's going to be a miracle if they don't have a removal card. I can't imagine that's true. I mean, I'd love it if it were, but I can't imagine that it is. Yeah, like, what took so long? Like, just do your thing. Yeah, had I not played this terribly, I think we would have been much better off here. Alright. Yeah. Yes, please. Alright, let's go Portico first. Why can I not grab it? There we go. Ooh. Do I want a royal treatment? Nah, probably. Yeah, let's hold on to it. We have time to draw more lands. This always feels like if you don't know what you're up against, maybe just take it since we can cast everything else in hand for the time being until we get duressed. Yep. It's like... Interesting. So why do I feel like there's a bat incoming? Oh, it's a Dread Knight. Okay. Then I guess we go ahead and do this. And then try to set ourselves up a way to get extra cards with the 3 Blind Mice. And then we'll figure something out after that. Stalker. So I gotta get rid of something? I guess it's gonna be this. Oof, I was really hoping to draw an untapped land there. Alright, well, we'll at least get 1 card. I won't be able to protect our dude unless we get a forest. Nope. Things just didn't come up the way we needed them to this time. I was going to say, unless they wait to kill that on our turn, and then we can try to protect it with the royal treatment. But I think they're just going to kill it now. Also, can we only target something we control? Yeah, it's target creature you control. Because I was thinking that would be kind of sweet, right? Target one of their things and copy one of our own deals, but it's alright. Alright, so target it. Oh, they didn't? That feels a little suspicious. Like, something doesn't feel right there. Like, you know we've got the... Okay, what kind of silly game are we playing here? What are you wanting to do, opponent? I guess I'm just going to do this. I mean, on their turn, we could possibly draw 2 cards. Just play Royal Treatment and then draw. End the turn. I mean, this Acklazotz, maybe? I could see that being a thing. Innkeeper. So I was going to put a +1/+1 on something. Now we need to get rid of that. Oh man, we're going to have so many small issues we've got to navigate here. We're going to take 6. We can gain 2 back next turn. We're going to draw 2 cards. Alright. Sure. Take our turn. Alright, there's a land, so that gives us a few more options. 2 cards. Neither of those were great, unfortunately. I mean, I guess we attack? Go to Makeshift Binding? Alright, we'll end the turn, I guess. I mean, I kind of have to kill that on the next... Like, we have to just go digging for cards. Okay, well, that's not so bad. Like, we don't have anything significant for that to fight, so it's kind of like, whatever. Question is, am I willing to take 3? Or... Am I willing to take 3? Or do we just get rid of that? I think I'm going digging for other cards. So sure. Alright, that doesn't greatly help, but it will get rid of that if I'm willing to give up my tokens. Alright. That's a decision I have to think about here. Am I willing to give up the tokens? Right now, they could 1, 2, 3, 4. That would leave them 2, 4, 2 extra mana, 3, 4. So they can't play what's her name yet, Braska. Man, I don't really want to, but I feel like I need to, if that makes sense. So let's go ahead. Oh, no, wait. We already drew off those for the... No, we didn't draw off these for the turn. Did we? No, we did. We did, right? No, we didn't. Oh, because the other thing just gave +1/+1 this turn. Alright, well, we still didn't find anything we were looking for. That didn't change much. Okay. Well. We could attack. Let all the damage happen. Sacrifice the 3 mice. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. I mean, I guess that's our play. I don't love it, but it's whatever. Sure. I mean, the other option was to also just not attack at all. I mean, not do anything, and then just leave back to block that, and then do the other things. Like, reasonable options. But they also know we have a Not On My Watch. They don't know that we have a second one. But technically a third one, but we'll see. Yeah, Deep Cavern Bat. Well, they're about to know now. So all of our secrets are now worthless. Alright, well, we'll use one of them. Because they're not going to give us the Obliterator now that they know we're holding 2 Not On My Watch. So we're going to have to do, like, long, silly combo route to victory. Yeah, don't need another Royal Treatment, I don't think. Yeah, we'll just pass. Yeah, I guess that was the only other play we had, realistically. It's just not attack, but... Oh, we're going to go Infinite Deep Cavern Bats. Alright, sure. Oh, can't really play that. Plus, they're probably holding on to a fight spell here, realistically. So, I mean, we can protect Yenna once, and then that's probably all we get. Yep, there's Vraska. I was thinking something like that. It would show up, and then now we got to find a way to get rid of her. That is not gonna do it. I guess our choice now is, like, play Anna, get 2 cards, see if we find a get lost for what's her name. Like, I hate wasting the cards like this, but, you know. It's whatever. Alright, let's get rid of this Knucklehead then. Pass the turn. I mean, I'm sure they have more than enough removal that all we're doing is just making them waste cards. Oh, they didn't. They only had 1? Oh, well, that's a thing. Well, how now, brown cow? Hold up. This is a sweet turn of events. Yeah, they had to take that, or they wouldn't be able to protect Vraska here. Yeah, Vraska can't get that because we're still hexproof, and they can't pay for it. But we're hexproof till end of turn anyway. Come on, I need one thing. Oh, I was like, one thing to remove something from them would have been great. So what are our plays here? We can copy the lockdown. I need to give ourselves max value to be able to kill the Vraska, right? So we just play this. Probably didn't need to play the land there. We're going to go ahead, copy this, which gets us pile O tokens, or cards, I mean. Come on. There it is. All right. Woo, I was like getting discouraged for a second. Like, how are we going to deal with this?
You have accomplished nothing.
All right. You know, actually, I kind of made a mistake. Well, not really. I was going for max cards. I was going to say I could have just copied one of these, so then I'd always be able to get rid of creatures, but I guess it's fine. Pass the turn. We at least have another get loss. We have some answers now. That's a solid creature. But they didn't have instant speed removal in hand, so if they didn't have it then, they probably don't have it now. Yep, you have a Dread Knight. I'm kind of okay. I kind of sort of need to let them draw here. Like, I don't think it's worth fighting over, because again, we need to be able to kill planeswalkers and things. And we can get rid of all these 2-mana things anyway. Like, that's whatever. We can just copy. So they might as well use it. I will say, though, if we win this, like, this is strong. All right, so let's go ahead and play this. Get rid of this first. And then I'm going to... Oh, I can't because I already have another copy. Dang it. Well, then let's go ahead and copy that. Get us some cards. Get rid of that knucklehead. All right. Now we just need to start finding a way to get across the finish line. We already played a land for the turn. There's no need to play any of this other stuff. I'll just get rid of that and probably that. We know what their top card is. And they're at 6. Acklazats. Good thing we can kill that. Yep, leveled up. I mean, do I even care to use that? I really don't. Sure, he's not attacking. We'll just put him under the makeshift binding. We'll just lock him up. Sure, I'll pay for it. I got spare mana. Might as well just do this. Get a card. I should have done that before I attack. I might have found a way to... Oh, why'd I do that? Do I not have a token I could copy? It doesn't matter. I was gonna say, I could have found a Calix and I could have attacked for lethal. No, I would only put +1. Yeah, we still wouldn't have got there. We're okay here, though. Sure. Like, you're at 4. Yep. Alright, cool, got there. So, definitely didn't play this efficiently. But, still held up. Like, even with them getting all their bats, the Vraska, the removal, like, they went through a good selection of cards, and we actually were still able to hold up. Turns out they didn't actually have the fight spells. They just had Phyrexian Obliterator anyway. But yeah, good win, especially against one of the popular decks. Well, again, thanks to 27 True Runes for playing this somewhere that their list popped up. But yeah, this list is weird because throughout the game, I felt like, okay, I kind of need something that makes a couple more tokens. You know, I sort of want this, sort of want that. But then, like, as the games went on, I was like, okay, well, I guess I have things and this is fine. If anything, I think you could replace a forest with another fountain port, because just being able to either draw a card or just make sure you can just keep making tokens once you have the Caretaker's talent out, and then you're just digging to your other spells, right? That's kind of what this is all about. I think if this deck does have a weakness, though, is it's probably going to struggle, if I were guessing, with any of these serious just control decks, right? All the spot removal, whatever. But I will say there is a world where you could win by just getting into the Caretaker's talent, creature lands, the 3 blind mice, and kind of just like getting into that rotation is totally a viable way to win. Also, there's something else too. As much as I like Lush Portico, because I do like digging, when I put the final list up, it might include 2 creature lands, 2 restless whatevers, right? Because I think I think I'm gonna do that. I mean, it's tough because I sort of want a fountain port over that. But I felt like as the games went along, sometimes you like just having one more thing you could pump your mice with or whatever would be nice. Or just like putting tokens on your creature land from the Calix in case they get a sweeper. So I'm going to mess with that a little bit, figure out what that should look like. But otherwise, here's the list that's going to go up. 4 Royal Treatment, 4 Get Lost, 4 Not On My Watch, 4 Caretaker Talent, 4 Makeshift Binding, 4 Temporary Lockdown, 4 3 Blind Mice, 4 Calix Guided by Fate, 2 Buried in the Garden, 2 Yenna Red Tooth Regent. Right now, 9 Plains, 5 Forests, 4 Lush Portico, 4 Razorverge Thicket, 1 Fountain Port, 1 Merrick's. But these will be changing. I'm going to be doing a little bit adjusting of the mana. But overall, yeah, a pretty fun deck. If you're patient and you like this style of deck, this could be right up your alley. I also say too, if you like seeing all these weird interactions and stuff going on, we played another deck that played Elish Norn, Mother Machines, and we had a whole bunch of crazy triggers and won some wild games. Even making mistakes through stuff, the deck was actually pretty resilient, so you may want to check that out. But that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.